everybody, welcome to Let's Talk Real Talk by Armani Preston. We're gonna jump straight into the story today. A 9-year-old boy who was steps away from his San Jacinto home has died after the vehicle that dropped him off hit him, police said on Wednesday. The police chief in the East Harris County town reported that the incident happened in the 10500 block off Pilot, forgive me for missaying that, street at about 3 p.m. While the investigation is in its early stages, the chief said the driver who hit the boy may have been distracted when the child got off the right side of the vehicle and crossed in front of it. The child suffered head trauma when he died, police said. Investigators added that the white van involved in the collision is a private vehicle that typically takes children to and from Jacinto City Elementary School, where the victim attended. The chief told ABC 13 that the other children on board at the time were not hurt but were understandably upset, crying and screaming when it happened. Their parents reacted similarly when they reunited with their children. An eyewitness news crew also witnessed the victim's family constantly wailing following their small loved one's death. It's not immediately known if the driver, who has not yet been identified, will face charges. As my mom always says, love you guys, ain't nothing you could do about it. Make sure y'all hit like, share, and subscribe. Bye.
We begin, though, with that tragedy in Jacinto City. A 9-year-old boy hit by a car and killed on the way home from school.
At this point, we know it happened in a residential area on Pilot Street, about a half a mile away from Jacinto City Elementary.
ABC 13's Brianna Connor is live at that scene. And Brianna, we understand the driver did stay and actually drive students back and forth from school.
That's right. In fact, this 9-year-old boy was just steps from his house when the collision happened. The scene just cleared, I'd say, about 20 minutes ago, but the home behind me is where his family has gathered. I've been hearing wailing for about the past hour as they try to deal with what has happened out here to this child. We do have Sky Eye video of the scene showing what happened when this investigation was at its height. We're told the little boy was on that van coming home from Jacinto City Elementary School. The driver stopped in front of his house to let him out, and he got out the right side of the van to go around the car. At some point, this driver was distracted, perhaps thinking it was safe to leave, and that's when they hit the little boy. He was thrown onto the concrete and killed. I talked to an eyewitness who saw what happened. He told me he instantly wanted to make sure that the kids on that bus weren't traumatized by what he saw. Listen.
We ran inside to go get a blanket, put it over that way the kids won't see what happened.
The police chief said the scene was just chaotic after it happened. I mean, can you describe like what the driver was doing, what the other kids on the bus were doing? What did you see?
The little kids were crying. They were all crying. The bus driver, she was just with her hands on her head, freaking out.
Now, we don't know much more about this 9-year-old other than that they were a student at Jacinto City Elementary School. Their family has asked us to stay off their property, and that's certainly something we are going to respect. We know the school district sent out crisis response teams here to help with the situation. All the other students who were on that school bus have at this point been reconnected with their parent or guardians and taken back home to safety. The bus driver, we have not received their identity, but we are told they did stay at the scene. They were interviewed by police, and paramedics actually had to attend to this person because they were, as I'm told, beside themselves. There are no charges at this point in time. The police chief tells me they will likely do their investigation and then forward the case to the district attorney's office.